Hello students, myself Professor Ashok M. Jain. In this lecture, I am going to talk about characteristics of DC series motor. In the earlier last lecture, I had discussed about characteristics of DC shunt motor. So in the DC series motor, first of all I will discuss what is happening in the DC series motor and then we will discuss the characteristics. Okay. Now see here, in the DC series motor, this is, you can say, this is the armature winding. Here resistance is Ra and this is the back EMF generator is Eb. This is the field winding, okay, and this field winding connected in series with the armature winding. It is connected or not, forget it. This is the additional resistance. If you want, you can connect or not, forget it. But this is the series field winding resistance of RSE. You can say when you connect the supply voltage, right? So field that motor will take the current. It is called as IL. This is the field current IF. This is the armature current IA. You can say all these three currents are same, right? Same current will flow. So in case of series motor, IL equal to IA equal to IF, same, right? Now, what is the function of the field current? To produce the flux. To produce flux. So flux is proportional to the IF always. More the field current, more the flux. Less the field current, less the flux. Before saturation, I can say before saturation or anyway, flux is proportional to IF. It is proportional to IA also. Why? Because IF or IL is same. IF or IA will be same. So इसका मतलब है before saturation we will replace the flux is proportional to IA or flux is equal to one constant say C into IA. So before saturation, I can say as we increase the load, IA will increase, flux will also be increased. So before saturation, okay, before saturation I can say flux will be replaced by IA, or before saturation flux will increase. But after saturation what will happen? After saturation what will happen? As we increase load, क्या होगा? IA will increase. So it is called as current carrying conductor. So phi A, it will produce a flux. Phi A will also be increased and it will decrease the main flux. That is called as armature reaction effect. So flux, main flux phi will start decreasing. Right ना? After saturation as load increase होगा तो क्या होगा? IA बढ़ने वाला है. लोड बढ़ेगा तो IA will increase, because लोड बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? लोड बढ़ता है तो मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया है, लोड टॉर्क TL will increase. Motor has to produce the same torque, TA will increase. और TA बढ़ने के लिए क्या होगा? IA बढ़ने वाला है. IA बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? It will produce the flux phi A, and you know the armature reaction effect. Phi A बढ़ेगा तो phi will start decreasing. तो अभी आफ्टर सैचुरेशन क्या होने वाला है? आफ्टर सैचुरेशन phi will decrease because of armature reaction. Because of armature reaction, flux phi will increase because of this formula, because of this region. Because as you increase the load, IA बढ़ेगा और IA और IF सेम है तो phi will increase because of this region. तो यहाँ because of this region phi will increase, because of this region phi will decrease. So considering these two cases, phi will become constant. phi will become constant. So be careful about it. Phi will become constant in case of series motor. So in case of shunt motor, I have discussed phi was initially constant and it was decreasing slowly because of armature reaction after saturation. But in case of series motor, here phi will increase first and then phi will become constant. So please be careful about it. Okay, that is the difference between the series and shunt. So I'm rubbing it. I will discuss the characteristics. So I'm rubbing it first. Okay, now the first characteristic I want to discuss for series motor, that is speed versus armature current characteristic. Clear? We know this is the series motor. We are applying the voltage here, plus minus. This is the armature resistance and EB. This is the resistance RA. This is the resistance RSC. Now we know in case of speed, EB equal to what? EB equal to what? VT minus IA RA plus RSC, because this current is coming IL or IA will be same. So जब यहाँ पर VT और यहाँ पर EB है and current flows from all level higher to lower, so lower potential ये है EB equal to क्या होगा? VT minus this drop, so minus IARA minus IARSC, right? So EB equal to क्या होता है? EB equal to क्या होता है? K N phi equal to VT minus IA RA plus RSC. So you can say N equal to what? VT upon K phi minus IA RA plus RSC upon K phi. Clear? Equation number 1. Now before saturation, बिफोर सैचुरेशन का मतलब क्या है? अप टू सर्टेन रेंज आई एम नेग्लेक्टिंग द इफेक्ट ऑफ आर्मेचर रिएक्शन. बिफोर सैचुरेशन फ्लक्स इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू व्हाट? IF. Who is producing the flux? Field current. And field current or IA will be same or different? Same. So flux is proportional to IA, or flux equal to one constant C into IA. So I am going to put this value of 2 in 1. Before saturation I am going to put, so N equal to क्या होगा before saturation? VT upon K, phi के बदले में क्या लिखेंगे? CIA minus IA RA plus RSC upon K, and phi के बदले में C into IA. So before saturation IA यहाँ पर cancel हो गया. Now you can say here equation number 3. Just before saturation this equation N is 3. क्या है? सेकेंड टर्म में RA कांस्टेंट, RSC कांस्टेंट, K is कांस्टेंट, C is कांस्टेंट, IA कैंसिल हो गया है. सेकेंड टर्म कांस्टेंट है. फर्स्ट टर्म में VT is कांस्टेंट, K is कांस्टेंट, C is कांस्टेंट. इसका मतलब है N is inversely proportional to IA. You can say सेकेंड टर्म कांस्टेंट है, फर्स्ट टर्म में N is inversely proportional to IA because VT constant, K is constant, C is constant. Now if you want to draw the characteristic IA versus speed, N versus, because this is independent, N equal to this independent, this is dependent, so we will take dependent quantity here, independent here. Now at no load, second term constant, first term is this, and at no load, at no load IA is negligible. You can say nearly zero. अगर nearly zero है, so N will be inversely proportional. अगर IA is negligible है या zero है nearly, तो speed क्या होगी? Dangerously high, very high speed you will get at no load. Now what will happen? As we increase the load, क्या होगा? As लोड इंक्रीजेस, क्या होगा? TL will increase, load torque will increase, motor has to produce the same torque, TA will increase, TA increase होने के लिए क्या होगा? IA बढ़ेगा कि नहीं? IA will increase, IA बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? N is inversely proportional to IA, ये तो सेकंड टर्म कांस्टेंट है, IA ये बढ़ रहा है, तो स्पीड विल डिक्रीज मोर रैपिडली, क्लियर? इट विल फॉलो दिस कर्व up to saturation. It is not like this, please. It is like this. It is inverse. It is like this. Hyperbolic path you will get. Hyperbolic shape. Now after saturation क्या होगा? After saturation, phi will become constant. मैंने आपको बताया था पहले phi इंक्रीज होगा, बाद में कांस्टेंट हो जाएगा. अगर कांस्टेंट हो जाएगा तो क्या हो जाएगा? फ्रॉम इक्वेशन नंबर 1, RA is constant, RSC is constant, K is constant, phi is constant, VT is constant, K is constant, phi is constant. First term is constant. Second term में सब कुछ constant है except IA. As we increase the load increase होगा तो क्या होगा? As we increase the load, first term is constant, सब constant है. Second term में only as increase the load, TA increase होगा, क्यों होगा? TL equal to TA and IA will increase. So second term will increase. First term is constant. First term constant है, second term will increase. इसका मतलब speed will decrease from no load to full load slowly. Clear ना? Slowly. Just like a shunt motor. First term is constant. Second term will increase because of increase of IA. So second term will increase from no load to full load slowly. So this curve you will get. It is called as hyperbolic curve. Hyperbolic curve you will get, clear? But at no load, speed is dangerously high, so we can't run machine at no load. This is the drawback of DC series motor, right? So we can't run this machine can't run DC series motor at no load. अगर आपने मशीन को नो लोड पर रन कर दिया, स्पीड विल बी डेंजरसली हाई एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ऑल रोटेटिंग पार्ट ऑफ मोटर विल बी डैमेज. सो वी हैव टू टेक केयर. वी कांट रन मशीन एट नो लोड. इज इट क्लियर? सो दिस इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक हाइपरबोलिक शेप मिलेगा ऐसा. ओके, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस द सेकंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ डीसी सीरीज मोटर. आई एम रबिंग इट फर्स्ट. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चन, you have my mobile number, you have my email address, you can discuss. Okay, so these things are there, but we can't run this motor at no load because dangerously high speed. Okay, next characteristic I want to discuss, that is the torque versus armature current characteristic, right? Okay, now if you first we will take armature current on the x-axis and torque on the y-axis, right? Since we know TA equal to what? One constant Ka phi into Ia. Equation number 1. We know, we have studied, this is the torque equal to Ka phi into Ia. We have derived this formula. Before saturation, phi equal to क्या है? Phi equal to one constant C into Ia. Because we know as we increase the load, Ia will increase, phi will also be increased before saturation. So equation number 2, put the value of 2 in 1 before saturation. So TA equal to क्या होगा? Ka into C into Ia square. इसका मतलब है torque is proportional to the square of current. मतलब ये है कि if you increase the load torque will increase with the square of current. Clear? So you will get this shape, parabolic shape you will get up to saturation. As we increase the load, parabolic, this is the parabolic equation. Okay, so you will get this characteristic. इसका मतलब है starting torque is very high, square of the current. As we increase the load, current will increase, and current बढ़ेगा तो torque will increase with the square of current. Now after saturation क्या होगा? Phi will become constant. So TA equal to क्या होता है फर्स्ट इक्वेशन से? KA phi into IA, and phi will become constant, so TA will become proportional to the IA. इसका मतलब है as we increase the load after saturation, IA will increase, TA will increase with the linearly. As we increase the load, TA will increase with the increase of current, and after saturation it will become a linear curve. So you will get this characteristic before saturation and after saturation. Right? So पहले क्या रहेगा? इसका एप्लीकेशन क्या है? Where? कहाँ यूज करेंगे DC series motor? We can't run machine at no load. But what is the application? Where it will be used? Where high starting torque is required. High starting torque is required. जहां भी आपको high starting torque is required, because starting torque is क्या है? Proportional to the square of current. So जहां भी आपको high starting torque लगता है, we will use this motor. For example, in traction, railway, it will require high starting torque. So always in case of railway, in traction motor, we are using a DC series motor. Clear? And so many places we will use it. We will discuss in this application in separately. Okay? But this is very important application. Traction mein we are using the DC series motor. High starting torque is required, right? I'm rubbing it. I will discuss the last characteristic of DC series motor. Okay. So this motor is required in traction purpose, in rolling mill, etc. Rolling mill may be high starting torque is required, right? Okay. Now the third characteristic I am going to discuss, the speed versus torque characteristic. Speed versus torque characteristic, armature torque. Okay. So I am going to draw it. I told you already, first characteristic and third characteristic will be nearly same. So we know EB equal to what? EB equal to what? VT minus IA RA plus RSC. So N equal to what? EB equal to what? EB equal to K phi N equal to VT minus IA RA plus RSC. So N equal to what? VT upon K phi minus IA RA plus RSC upon K phi. Clear? So you will get N. Now, okay, before saturation, I don't want IA. But before saturation, I will discuss this point. Okay, so since I don't want this, so since we know TA equal to what? Before saturation, phi equal to what? C into IA before saturation. So IA equal to what? Phi will be replaced by C. Okay, so N equal to what? VT upon K C IA minus IA RA plus RSC upon KCIA will be cancelled here. So this is question number 2 before saturation. Now, but I don't want IA. So before saturation, since TA equal to क्या होता है K phi IA. So before saturation क्या होता है, यहाँ पर आ जाएगा before saturation KCIA square. So IA we don't want IA. So क्या आएगा TA upon K into C under root of that. So we will replace this. So N equal to क्या आएगा before saturation VT upon under root of TA और KC कट के आएगा root KC, right? Minus RA plus RSC upon KC. Equation number 3 before saturation. So N is inversely proportional to under root of TA. इसका मतलब second term constant है. As we increase the load, TA will increase. As we increase the load, TA will increase. Speed is inversely proportional to under root of that. So you will get this characteristic. This at no load, TA is very less, so speed is very high, dangerously high. और जैसे ही लोड बढ़ेगा तो you will get this characteristic. It is again rectangular hyperbolic. This equation is rectangle hyperbolic shape. Okay, up to saturation. And after saturation, what will happen? After saturation, ये equation है देखो. N equal to what? VT upon K phi minus IA RA plus RSC upon K phi. और आफ्टर सैचुरेशन क्या होता है? फाई क्या हो जाएगा? कांस्टेंट. फाई विल बिकम कांस्टेंट आफ्टर सैचुरेशन, राइट? सो TA इक्वल टू क्या होता है? K phi IA. सो IA इक्वल टू व्हाट? आई डोंट वांट IA. IA इक्वल टू क्या हो जाएगा? TA upon K phi. This value we will put here. So N equal to क्या होगा आफ्टर सैचुरेशन? VT upon K phi minus I equal to क्या होगा? TA RA plus RSC upon K square phi square. This VT is constant, K is constant, phi is constant, RA is constant, RSC is constant, K square is constant, phi square. Only as we increase the load, TA will increase. TA बढ़ेगा तो second term will increase. This term, second term will increase. First term constant. The speed will decrease slowly. Speed will decrease slowly, right? So this shape you will get just like a first shape only. Slight change is there. Okay. So first shape में क्या था? Hyperbolic curve था. यहाँ पर rectangular hyperbolic curve है, but it is nearly same. And after saturation, speed will decrease slowly. So this is the third characteristic I am getting, speed versus armature torque characteristic. It is decreased slowly. Okay. So I have discussed all these three characteristics. Okay. I am rubbing it. First characteristic and third characteristic will always be same, right? But if your concept is clear, if you know everything, you can draw these characteristics without any problem. So I am stopping here. Okay. In the next lecture, I will discuss the characteristic of compound motor. Okay. Thank you very much for listening me carefully. Thank you.